Hey, this is Lynn. I am here today with my husband Dave. I was able to catch him on having some time off of work. He doesn't start until later today, so
Mhm.
had him told him he's got to sit down and join me and talk about how he's doing so far on the carnivore diet. We're about halfway through week 3.
Mhm.
So, overall, how do you feel so far about how you've been doing?
Good. I mean, I think since I started, I think I'm down about at least 7 pounds, if not eight. So yeah,
Okay.
so far so good. I mean, it's there's some challenges along the way. It's not perfect, but
So, what have been your biggest struggles?
oh, just a variety of things to eat.
Okay.
So those are obviously limited.
So
You
you find
know,
that you having cravings for carbs?
Yeah, I mean, I've always kind of snacked on nuts and things like that. Obviously, that's a
Hmm.
no-no here. So that's been a little bit of a challenge, but I think I've overcome that fairly well.
Okay.
Um,
When was the hardest part for you as far as the cravings? How far into it did you start
oh, it's
having
probably a good
struggles?
solid 2 weeks.
Okay, so you were
Yeah,
like at the end of the 2 weeks
right,
when you
right,
started really having some problems.
definitely,
I mean,
yeah.
I was more at the beginning of the two
Hmm.
weeks when I was really having a lot of trouble, and by
Right,
the end of the 2 weeks, I felt like I would have kind
right,
of gone over the hump.
right.
So, okay, so I know that you have had issues with constipation
Yeah,
as an
yeah,
issue. So,
right.
before you were on the carnivore diet, how often were you going?
Oh, I don't know, at least 3 to 5 times a week.
Okay,
Maybe not every day, but maybe every day and a half.
okay,
Uh-huh.
okay.
No. Mhm.
And so now,
Well,
what are
I
you
went a whole
experiencing?
stint there. I think I went almost a week without going, number
Okay,
two. So that worried me.
yeah, and you were pretty
Um,
bloated and
yeah,
feeling pretty
right,
uncomfortable.
right.
Okay, do was there anything you did that you felt helped you finally go, or did it just get to the point where you went?
Well, I took the probiotics. I started doing that regularly. I kind of went off of that, thinking that the diet alone I might be able to be okay. So, and then I took the
So you had been taking probiotics before and it
right,
was keeping you pretty
right,
regular.
right, and
Okay.
then I took the what's that daily that you have me
The
taking? The
magnesium.
magnesium.
Hmm.
Thank you. I'm taking that now. So I think I'm slowly getting things sorted out.
Okay.
So
So kind of turning a
mhm,
corner a little bit.
yeah.
Now, now I haven't had any problems at all with
Mhm.
constipation, but with that said, I've always been extremely regular. He's
Right.
always had more of an issue. So
Mhm.
I'm not overly surprised that given that he's not having any fiber that he's having a little more of an issue than I am.
Right.
I I've been going almost every day. I've
Mhm.
had
Mhm.
earlier on I had maybe 2 or 3 days where I didn't go, but it never became uncomfortable for me.
Right.
But now that I'm a little more adapted to it, I'm going every 1 to 2 days, and
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
one day last week I went twice. So for
Right.
me that hasn't been an issue. For me the bigger issue has been fatigue,
Mhm. Mhm.
dizziness. The dizziness has passed, so I'm really happy, and the fatigue is improving. It's not completely better, but I also have other factors.
Right.
Yeah. So, so how are you coping now, though, with the limited variety of food?
Well, I'm adapting.
Okay.
I'm trying to think creatively and how to, eat things that are within
Hmm.
the proper carnivore sort of, boundaries.
Is there anything in
And
particular that you've started eating that's been helpful?
well, definitely bringing eggs into the equation, I think, was really helpful for me. I
Hmm.
need to stay away from cheese. I've been eating too much cheese,
Hmm.
and I think it's too binding for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, the Pellegrino
The
water,
San
the
Pellegrinos.
San
Uh huh.
Pellegrino, has been really helpful.
Okay.
I've really enjoyed that, so I think that that's been helpful. Um, other than that,
Okay. And how's your energy?
good. Yeah, my energy's always been pretty
Okay.
good. I haven't had any energy issues. I only had one day, it was on Monday, where I just had a splitting headache all day, and I could tell it was a
Hmm.
carb headache.
And is that the day that you
That
ate
was
some
the day I
carbs?
had some carbs, and it was Devin's birthday, our son's birthday, and I made an excuse to sort of, eat carbs that day.
Yeah, when we went out to eat and stuff.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you feeling like you're a little more resolved and able to
Yeah.
stick with it? And
I think so. Yeah. I mean, it's, I haven't, I don't cheat, generally speaking. I mean, there's been a couple times I've had a few nuts just because I had a craving and I kind of forgot I was on the carnivore diet. But outside of that, I think I've been pretty consistent and
and it's definitely not a showstopper.
Right.
I mean, you just pick up and you go back and
carry on. That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
So, okay, good.
Yeah.
And I'm actually doing fairly well today. I mean,
Okay,
people
good.
have been telling me my skin tone is looking more even.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good.
Yeah.
I still have some redness in here, and I do have a little redness, but I think overall my skin tone has definitely improved.
Good.
My energy is better,
Yeah.
and so far so good. 3.5 weeks in,
Nice.
and we're still doing it.
Oh, yeah.
So, we're going to keep on keeping on.
Mm-hmm.
And then you told me today that you have been weighing yourself, but not really utilizing the features of our body composition scale.
Correct.
So not really, you have to weigh yourself on that scale without socks. And
yeah, so I don't really have a starting point, right, in terms of my BMI and muscle mass and stuff.
But you'll
like
start
that.
doing that.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we'll get some stats from you soon.
Yeah.
And see if you're gaining muscle and seeing like how your body composition is changing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, well, that's it for today. I'm happy that you joined me today, and we can get a little bit of an update from you. And that's basically it. And we will be back later. Bye-bye.
See ya.